Good morning, GED students. My name is Itri Papanikola, and I will be your GED instructor this fall of 2023. Welcome to College of DuPage for all new students. For my current students and continuing students, welcome as well. This fall is going to be a great semester, and I'm very excited for all of you to be pursuing the GED and your high school equivalency and transitioning into college or workforce or both after this semester. I'll be your instructor. As I said, I've been doing this for a very long time now, and the beginning of every semester is very exciting for everyone. It's a new beginning, and we all want to be successful, and together we can certainly achieve this goal. So this is our orientation video. I will be talking about some topics today in here. In fact, it'll be 5 different topics. So our topic number 1 will be the syllabus for the class and the expectations. So I'll be going over that. Our second component, it's going to be our online class, the location of the class, which is on iPathways. So I will be demonstrating a little bit of that. The third component is the website GED.com, which is where your tests are going to be taken at by you. That's where you sign up and you take the official exams. We also are going to be talking about the Illinois Constitution test. For some of you that don't have the Illinois Constitution test, I'm going to be showing you where to sign up for those modules for the exam and continue on with your studies. And then the 5th component here on our orientation video will be something called the Jumpstart Scholarship. I will be showing you where that scholarship is and what does it do for you as you're transitioning into college after the pursuit of the GED. So let me share my screen here, and we're going to start with our topic number 1, which I said will be our syllabus. So welcome again, fall 2023. So our class starts September 18th and ends December 15th. It's 12 weeks. In other words, 3 months. Here's my information here, which will be emailed to you as well. So this document will be sent to you as well as the link of the video that we're discussing right now. So there's my email and my phone number. And as I say here, this class meets entirely online through our online class website, which is the ipathways.org. The description of the class, obviously, as we know, the GED is created out of 5 exams. We have the math, the language arts, social studies, the science, and the Constitution. So these are our goals for us to finish those 5 exams to receive the full installment of the GED. As far as the class goes, which is our preparation to the GED, we have some expectations here. So we have to be logging into our accounts through www.ipathways.org, and I will be showing you how to do that. That's where your class is located, the lessons, the videos, the assignments. We are in need to access a computer for at least 4 hours a week and complete 4 assignments during those 4 hours. So that's the minimum expectations. As it says next, you're required to complete 4 assignments a week in order to stay enrolled in the course. If that happens, more frequently, where you complete more assignments, that would be great. You're accelerating the process of pursuing and completing the GED. If you cannot complete 4 assignments a week, make sure that you let me know so I can provide you with an extension and help you complete those 4 assignments or more. Every assignment you complete must be graded at a 70% or above in order to count. That is a passing score. Anything under 70 means that you did not pass that assignment, and therefore you can either retake it or move on to a new assignment. The Texas Instruments TI-30XS Multi-View Scientific Calculator, that is the calculator for the math exam and the science. So that's something that you want to get familiar with. This is the only calculator that is GED approved, the TI-30XS. The other ones are not. You will either have that calculator with you when you go and test. Otherwise, they will provide you with one handheld, or you can use the one on the screen. So you won't have to worry about having one, but you do want to get familiar utilizing this calculator and understanding what it looks like, what buttons to press, and all that good stuff. You have to create a student account at www.ged.com. That is where you will be going to take your test. So during our class, or after you complete my prep class, your next goal would be to take some of those exams or all of the exams at GED.com. So that's an independent step that you take when you're ready after the class prepares you for those exams. And like it says, all official GED tests must be scheduled through GED.com. One thing that we are going to be working on together as an optional weekly session will be a Q&A tutoring session. So for 45 minutes, we will be working on a Q&A tutoring session every Wednesday at 12 p.m. It's more of like a come in freely during, that time from, 12 to 1 and come up with questions, concerns, just different things that you're working throughout the semester. And that link will be provided to you once we start class. And I will be sending that out every week as a reminder with my weekly emails. Like I said, it's optional. The class is all embedded online. You do not have to do any in-person activities with me. But sometimes it helps students to come in and join those tutoring sessions and better their skills and also feel more comfortable and confident with the class in itself. So you're free to join me on Wednesdays at noon and jump on a call during that time from 12 to 12:45, roughly 1 o'clock, and ask me any questions as you're progressing through your studies. Next on the syllabus, I have a bunch of the course objectives. So those are something that you can read on your own. But the math, as we all know, includes our pre-algebra, algebra, and geometry. Those are the main components. There's a lot of different objectives here, but that's how the math looks like. Pretty much everything that we've worked on from 6th grade all the way up until 12th grade. Science, it's a little different. It's not the science that most of us probably think we're going to see with chemistry and biology and physics and anatomy. That's not the case. The science is very comprehensive. It's reading based. You're reading a lot of text, a lot of graphics, a lot of tables. You're comparing, you're analyzing. It's a lot simpler than the science that we've done in high school. So I'm excited for you to learn about that. Social studies, same thing. It's about determining the key ideas and what the author is giving us and integrating the sources, comprehending the history that's given to us in the social studies text and applying appropriate grammar. So that's something that you can enjoy as well. And then language arts, just like math, has a lot of background knowledge. The language arts exam is actually like a 3-part exam. There's a reading portion, a grammar portion, and a writing portion. So we have to prepare in the same time for all 3 of those components. Our class is a pass-fail class. So passing it, meaning that you're you're doing 4 assignments every week, you're completing, you're constantly logging into your class, completing assignments, and you get an S for satisfactory. Or if you're not doing that, you get a W for withdrawal. And so to be in good terms with the class and enrollment, we must, as I say here as an important note, complete 4 assignments a week minimum. Even if it takes you way less than 4 hours a week, you are still in good terms because you've completed your homework and you're enrolled in class. I have a bunch of college policies here, which you guys can read on your own. And a couple of things that I wanted to point out here on the syllabus is that the GED exam gets graded in a scale from 100 to 200. It's a strange scale. 145 is your goal, reaching that 145 mark. So anywhere from 145 to 164, it's a pass. 165 to 174, you get a special note called GED College Ready, which means that you are actually doing extremely well and you can start college and you're ready for college. And then 175 to 200, it's a GED College Ready and credit. Some colleges provide college credit for achieving this. And as my favorite quote at the end there, together we can achieve our goal, your goal. Failure is not an option. It's a mentality, and we are going to go after this, and we're going to do our best to be as successful as we can. So that is our syllabus. Our next component in here that I'm going to share is our class. So once you receive my email with the syllabus, and I've already sent you an email regarding the site pathways, this is where you go in and you do your work. ipathways.org. You're going to be clicking here on the sign in button. I'm going to sign in with my credentials. So your login, your username is always your email, the personal email that you provided when you applied and you sign up for the class. And your password, you are getting that password from the email that will be sent to you from iPathways and such. So I'm going to go in here a little bit. I have a sample student account here, so I'm not using any of your accounts. And when you log into your account, you will have the 4 main components: the language arts, the math, the science, and the social studies. You can see them in here one by one. And what you want to do is you want to click inside each one of those components, and so start to work based on what you need, right? Some of you might not need all 4 components of the GED. And so therefore you must work on the ones that you need. If some of you need all of them, then you want to be smart about those assignments every week and maybe plan to work, 1 week on language arts, 1 week on math, 1 on science, 1 on social studies, or work on all of them in the same time. Do a little bit of language arts, math, science, and social studies every week. You can do 1 assignment from each one of them. So then you can progress on all 4 components in the same time. When you go inside your class, so let's say language arts, everything is in chapters, like an online book. And then inside each chapter, you have a reading, and then the assignments are at the end of each reading. So for example, if I'm studying the reading process here, as you can see, there's a lesson here, there's some pictures, there's some questions, there's some key terms, there's a sample question. So that's the lesson. Everything is in here. And then at the end of that lesson, there's something called the learning check. And the learning checks are your assignments. So this is pretty much what the assignment is, a learning check. That's the name of the assignment. And you can see learning checks at the end of each pretty much chapter. So we need 4 of those by the end of each week to make sure that we're staying in good terms with the class. Another thing that's very important to mention here is when you start your class, the first thing that is going to be given to you as far as the lessons is going to be a placement survey. So you can see here, literacy placement survey. So this is going to be your first assignment. So when you start working on your language arts, the first assignment is going to be a placement survey. The placement survey, it's going to Okay, we're back on. I think there was a little glitch on the previous presentation. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen here since I got interrupted. And I want to talk a little bit about, as I said, when it comes to the placement survey. So the placement survey is the first assignment for everyone to complete. So once you log into your account, before you start doing any assignments, you must complete the placement survey. The better you do on the placement survey, the less assignments you have to do for that portion. The worse you do, the more assignments you have to do for that portion. So that's something that you want to keep in mind as you're inside your course content in here. So again, to go back to my student sample here, if this is me as a student, the first thing that I need to do is if I click on the language arts, my first assignment is going to be a placement survey. If I click on the math, first assignment, it's the placement survey, and then so on and so forth with science and social studies. So you take a placement survey first, and then the computer sees where you are, what are your strengths and your weaknesses, and it develops, uses artificial intelligence to develop the lessons that you need to improve on to do great on the GED. So it's a great preparation. You all are going to truly enjoy this. So that is our iPathways account. You log in and then you start working with your components. Now, the third component here that we want to talk about, as I said earlier in the beginning of our presentation, is our GED.com, our website. So when you are ready to take a GED exam, when you feel like, okay, you are ready to sign up for the language arts or the social studies or science or math or all 4 of them or 2 at a time, however you sign up for them, that's when you go to your GED.com account. You should have this account created right now, so then you have it when you have to go and schedule your test. And then what you do next is if you have an account, then you log in. If you don't have an account, then you have to sign up, and then you create a login and password yourself. You create an account, and that is where you go to actually take the test, right? Not on iPath. So iPathways is our class. That's where you prepare for this test. And you go here at GED.com to actually take the official exams. So that's the next step in here. Our third component that I want to talk about, or fourth, I should say, is the Illinois Constitution. So as you noticed in your iPathways account, we have language arts, math, social studies, and science. So a lot of students ask, where is the Constitution? Where do I take that? Do I go to the testing center? How much do I pay for this? Actually, you don't have to go anywhere to take the Constitution exam. You don't have to pay anything. It is located in this website right here. So I'm going to share it here with you guys. It's illinoisconstitution.org, Illinois or IL constitution.org. and you log into this website, or you actually go into this website right here. And the next thing you need to do is you need to register if you don't have an account. If you do have an account, you can log in and continue on from where you left off. So this is how this website works. Like it says, completing online lessons will satisfy the Illinois Constitution. Very simple. This is something that if you don't have, I would do this first. It's the easiest out of the 5 exams. You can log in and out of this account. You don't have to do it in one sitting, but it takes about an hour, maybe an hour and a half tops to complete it, and then you knock the Illinois Constitution out of the way. So that's our next component here that we have to work on. And then the fifth and final part here that I want to talk about is our Jumpstart Scholarship. So College of DuPage as a Jumpstart Scholarship, it's worth $500, and I will be providing you with the application of this as the class progresses. This scholarship is worth $500 for all our GED students completing this class and completing the exams, and it'll help you jumpstart into your college career. And like I said, I will be providing you with the application so you guys can apply into this scholarship, especially once you're done with your GED preparation. But again, welcome to the class. Our next step now is to go into our iPathways, set up your account. You can upload a little picture of yourself if you like, and start working on those placement surveys for each one of those components. So then it can create the class for you. And then, we'll be touching base every week, whether you see me on Wednesdays for our Q&A sessions, or, through email correspondence back and forth as far as notifications and making sure everyone is doing well, everyone is able to log in consistently and keeping up with the material. But those are all the concepts that we need to know. The iPathways is where our class is located. The GED.com is where you would be logging in to take your official exams. And then the Constitution has its own website in here. And then at the end of this journey, we get that Jumpstart Scholarship as a celebration gift. And we want to transition into college. So looking forward, hopefully seeing some of you virtually, and of course seeing you when we take our TABE exam at the end of the semester, and looking forward helping you and guiding you throughout this process in the fall. Thank you. I hope you enjoy this orientation video, and we will talk soon. Goodbye.